What's different from you when you were here a year ago? What's changed for you?
Uh, like my body, of course. Been practicing a lot in Sweden these couple months here. So, of course, my mindset and my body has changed a little bit.
How helpful was it for you to get those games in the AHL, come over here, get used to the size of the ring, the pace of the pro game over in North America?
I mean, a lot, of course. I've been playing some tournaments on the smaller ice and I got a feeling for it, but it was different now, playing in the NHL, bigger guys, stronger guys. So it was nice for me to get like 15 games, get a feeling for it, and yeah, it was good.
How well do you think you were able to transition your preferred style to the AHL? Were you pretty much able to bring it over entirely? Were there adjustments you had to make, significant adjustments?
Of course, there's adjustments. Like, of course, the ice is bigger in Sweden, and now it's smaller. So there's some timing and some angling and stuff you do different here than back home. So of course, a little bit of adjustment, but I feel like I adjusted pretty fast, and it didn't took me too long to adjust to the game. So I think it worked out fine.
And we talked to Adam Yinning last year. I think it was actually around the time of rookie camp, and he had said that he actually prefers the smaller. He thinks that works better with his style. Where would you say you kind of fall in that realm?
I think my style works better on the smaller ice too. It's less skating, more thinking and timing. So I like the smaller ice. It's more like small passes and stuff like that. So for me, as a more smarter player, it's better to play on the smaller ice than the big ice. So, but I like both, but the smaller ice is better, I think.
Did you learn anything during your time with the AHL that you took into this off season and adjusted your preparation?
Not really. Maybe some details too that I didn't think about coming in. Of course, I learned a lot in those 15 games. Like how you play the game, how the coach wants you to play the game, and stuff like that. So, not like that's like big adjustments, but of course some details I noticed.
What were some of those details?
Of course, how you should play the game, like let the game come to you. Those small things. Like I learned how the coach wanted us to play, and of course it took me like 5 games to really understand what he wants us, how he wants us to play. Of course, I want to do my own thing, but you still need to adjust to the team and the system. So those kind of things.
Emil, do you know what your plans are for next season?
It's a little bit complicated because there's like a return policy and stuff like that. But me and my agent and the Flyers staff are working on that, and we're having a discussion. So we'll see what happens.
Are you hoping to be with the Phantoms, or at least here competing to play for the Flyers?
I mean, my goal is to be on the best league as possible. Of course, I want to play in the NHL as fast as I can, but I want to see to my development and keep getting better as a player. So we'll see in the future here.
There's been some, I was going to say, there's been some comparisons to Kimmo Timonen with you. Have you heard those, and what do you think of that comparison?
Yeah, I've heard that before. Actually, I haven't seen him play, but people explain to me that I'm pretty similar to how he was as a player, like small defenseman, a little bit grit to it, and also pretty smart. So I like people saying that about me. So I think I just have to be better and try to do what he does.
Helge Grans obviously was part of a trade and joined the Flyers, and you said you reached out to him. I guess what was that like, finding out about the trade, and what has it been like to be reunited with him?
I mean, fun for sure. I know him like 5-6 years ago. Like we played juniors together, and I've been playing with him in the national team, so I know him pretty good. And I was pretty happy, and I reached out to him. And of course, like being traded is always complicated, but I think I'm just trying to help him as much as I can, and hopefully he can help me too. So that's good.
For Flyers fans who don't know much about him, how would you describe him as a player in person?
As a player, like a two-way defenseman, but I think he has the best tools in his offensive game. He liked those small passes and moving the blue line. And as a person, he's pretty calm. He's funny. He's a really good person. So I like him a lot.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.